Well, rounding off for today. Obviously I've got the gearbox all gutted and I've had a closer look at that. I've also removed all 4 bearings from the gearbox. The smaller main shaft one there is just about jammed solid, near enough. The big one spun alright, but it felt rough and you can see rust there. And the 2 needle races, now they're the most deceiving of all, because both of these are actually seized, but the main shaft and lay shaft ends can spin in them and appear to feel to be spinning freely and properly, but the rollers, the needle rollers in there, you can just see them, they're actually seized solid and not moving in the outer race. So the shafts were just skidding inside them rather than rolling as they should, so they're scrap as well. The gearbox components, all the gears are okay, but there's wear on the load bearing faces of both the sliding gears dogs. The good news there is that both those gears are the same as each other. They're both 22 teeth actually in a case of these. Now there are differences in some, but if and when you've got equal sized ones, they're interchangeable. So all I've got to do to overcome any potential jumping out of gear problems that these might have had, especially this one, if you look at, they're quite rounded there, the load bearing end, but if I put this gear onto this shaft and this gear onto this shaft, the unworn edges of the dogs will now become the load bearing faces. So that's all I've got to do there, is put that gear on the lay shaft and the lay shaft gear on the main shaft, and it'll be pretty much like fitting brand new gears and off we go again. So that'll save a few pounds in the job for other things. And bearing in mind that the gearbox was quite sort of rusty and had, well, obviously had strong evidence of water having been inside, I just thought I'd better check this plunger. This is the one that indexes the cam plate, gives you your clicks for your gears as you change gear, and it holds the machine in a given gear that you've selected, or neutral as well. And sure enough, the spring seems to have lost a bit of itself, has rusted away there, it's become weak. Obviously what's gone has made it shorter, so I'll be fitting a new spring in there as well, because the last thing I'd want to do is rebuild the gearbox and then find that it's able to jump out of gear because I overlooked that spring in there. So that's always worth considering as well. Always have a look at the spring behind this plunger, which fits in that hole. I'm sorry I haven't got very good light here, hold on a minute, bear with me. There we go, that hole down there, that is where this plunger lives with its spring. And if the spring is too short or too weak, you're not going to get those nice clicks on your gear changes, but also there's less likelihood of the selector mechanism holding the machine in a given gear as well. So that's a very important item, that spring there. Probably only costs pennies or maybe £1 or 2 or whatever, but well worth investing in a new one when you've got access to it. So I'll be doing that. And like I say, the new bearings are ordered for the gearbox, the old ones are all out. So my next move when the parts come will be fit the new bearings, and I can start putting the gearbox back together once I've swapped those 2 sliding gears around on the lay shaft and the main shaft. So there we are, that's where we're leaving it for today. 4 rusty bearings out, and we're all ready for putting the new ones in when they arrive.